Pitch like this with Mike Searles. Pitch like this and make money happen. There's three names I'm going to mention during this quick video. One in particular is a name that if you don't already know of this person, you will want to look him up because of what I'm about to share with you. Now, when we're talking about pitching, whether it's pitching an idea, a product, a service, an offer, a proposal, whatever it is, at the back of it, your focus is very likely to be on profit. You're sharing information with an intent to either be paid, make a profit, some kind of prosperity in your favor. And there's a guy by the name of, well, first of all, what we're really talking about when we talk about pitching an idea, whether it's one-to-one or one-to-many, it's negotiation. That's what it is. Even if it's a one-way dialogue, it is still negotiation because you may be the speaker. You may be doing all the talking, which as a pitchman in a shopping centre or at a market, that's all you do. And I've got 10 years of experience doing that. But as a salesperson or as a professional providing a service and you're explaining the details, it's a two-way dialogue. In fact, you probably want to be doing more listening than you are doing talking, but that's for another video. Negotiation. What is negotiation? How do we define negotiation? Well, here's the best definition I found, and then I'll tell you who I heard it from. Negotiation is coming to an agreement, two or more parties coming to an agreement with all parties having the right to veto. Having the right to veto, veto meaning the right to say no. Two or more parties coming to an agreement with all parties having the right to veto. Now, who I heard that from is the late, great Jim Camp. That's C-A-M-P. And if you want to write that name down, I suggest that would be a good idea and have a look for his information online, his website, etc., now being run by his son, I believe, Todd Camp. Jim Camp was a feared, in fact, the world's most feared negotiator, and he was the world's #1 negotiator. So Jim Camp taught that when we are negotiating, so when I say negotiating, think pitching. When I say pitching, think negotiating. Jim Camp taught that one of the most important, if not the most important element to the structure of a negotiation is at the very beginning before you even enter into a negotiation. And so once again in this video we're talking mindset rather than skill set for pitching. Jim Camp taught mission and purpose. To have a mission and purpose clearly defined, clearly stated, preferably written down before you enter into any pitch or enter into any negotiation, presentation, proposal, whatever. Now, I don't know about you, but when I used to hear the words mission and purpose, I just want to close my eyes and run in the opposite direction. It's just pain. I was involved in a big corporation and the company wanted to redefine their mission and purpose statement, so they formed a committee. Of course they did. I was on the committee and we took weeks and weeks and weeks of these round and round and round discussions to end up with mission and purpose statements that were, of course, all corporate speak. They were worded in the interests of the company under the guise, under the falsehood of being for the customer. No, they weren't. They were written. They were formulated in the interests of the company. That's the opposite of what we've got to do. So Jim Camp is the name I wanted you to write down. I want you to, after you finish watching this short video, go and look him up. Jim Camp or Jim Camp Negotiations. Read all you can, or look up Jim Camp Mission and Purpose to be even more specific. Now, what is your mission and purpose? Well, I'm going to refer to, and pardon me for looking down from the camera, but I've got some notes here. I'm going to refer to something motivational speaker Zig Ziglar is arguably best known for this quote, and it's this: if you help enough people get what they want, you will get what you want. If you help enough people get what they want, you will get what you want. So now Zig Ziglar passed away in 2012. That's almost 7 years ago. November this year will be 7 years ago. But right now there's another author who's still very much alive and still very much active, and his name is T. Harv Eker. He's the author, and you probably have heard the name, probably know of him. He's the author of the best-selling book Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. But he has a brand new book out, which I'm holding here, and I got a copy. You've probably seen Harv Eker's ads on Facebook if you're active on Facebook, and if you have somehow uttered the words, it seems all you've got to do now is utter the words, even if you're alone at home, and you say the word wealth or money, and you look next time you log in, there's ads popping up about getting rich and wealth. I don't know how it all works, but anyway, T. Harv Eker is currently promoting this book. Now, I get nothing from mentioning this book to you. I just want to mention it to you because it's a bloody good book, I believe. He's actually sending, it's one of those, I'll give you the book for free, just pay for the postage. But do it because it's worth it. It's a very quick read. Some might say it's a bit cheesy the way it's been laid out, but, I read this in an hour. At first read, I intend to read it again. But what I want to share with you is, now we're still talking about mission and purpose. Mission and purpose, and I'm going to be coming to something more specific in a minute. But T. Harv Eker, no, if you're not in this, by the way, if the idea of pitching doesn't have the ultimate purpose of bringing financial security to you and your family if you have one, then it's very likely that my videos, these pitch videos, are not going to be very helpful to you. If you're not in it for the ultimate outcome of financial security for you and your family, if you have a family, then I'd suggest you're probably going to find these very boring and they're not going to help you. So maybe you don't want to watch them. But if building wealth, prosperity, and financial security in your life is of interest to you, it is a priority, then stick with me and subscribe, because there'll be many of these videos to come and I want you on my subscriber list. So T. Harv Eker says here on page 73, if you've already got this book, the statement is, I earn money by solving problems for people. I earn money by solving problems for people. Context, mission and purpose. Overarching context, pitching / negotiation. So on page 32, I make a lot of money by helping a lot of people. Well, I want to turn that around for the purpose of mission and purpose. And I'm going to suggest, if you've ever had difficulty coming up with your own mission and purpose statement, then I'm with you. But here's one that you can use and even adjust and model and tweak to suit yourself. And it's this: I help a lot of people and then I make a lot of money. My mission is to help a lot of people solve problems. My purpose is to make a lot of money for future financial security for myself and my family. Now, if you start your pitch with a mindset of that mission and purpose, you stay focused with your mission on helping people. The more people you help, the more money you make. It's not that your mission is to make money. It's a purpose. Yes, it's the back-end purpose. It's the reason why. But the mission, the activity, the reason for seeking out to pitch, negotiate, present your ideas, your products, your services, your programs, your proposals, is to help people and solve their problems. And that's the message for today's video. I hope you find it useful. Keep coming back for more, and do subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for watching Pitch Like This with Mike Searles. Pitch like this and make money happen.